It's not easy to get here in Sarasota County because you have to go through a couple of hurdles, but it's but with that and everything that we're doing, it's going to help unite the party, and certainly the more grassroots organizations we have throughout our county, the better off we all are, because what I'll talk about in a little bit is unity. Do you know that going back to the 2000 election, Gore versus Bush, you know, they always talk about who really won that race. Bush did. Bush. You guys think Bush won? But in all reality, Gore got more votes in Florida. He should have been our president in 2000. I'll tell you why and what happened. And this is why what makes not only this club so important, but all of our clubs. There was 24,000 votes. Count that, 24,000 votes in Duval County that were thrown out. Because what happens is, like many grassroots party organizations, the goal is to get out the vote. GOTV, always hear GOTV, get out the vote efforts that the parties and their nominees put out. What happened was in Duval County, who knows what the name is of our lieutenant governor right now? Jennifer Carroll. Carroll was in a congressional race at the time against a lady named Congressman Brown. So after Sunday church services, in some areas they went into the churches, and what they did is they took the buses, they took people, and they would give them a free lunch to go vote. So after these church services, not all churches, but certain churches vote more Democrat than others. So they gave them the voting card that said Gore, Brown. So they had this little piece of paper that said Gore, Brown to vote for. So they marched in, got off the bus, marched in, voted for Al Gore, and then they looked for Brown, and there just happened to be an independent candidate for president named Brown. 24,000 people in Duval County who took that sheet of paper and voted for Gore, voted for Brown. Votes are tossed off. Now think about that. That's how important. We only won by 500 plus votes in that race. And 24,000 were tossed out. You don't hear anybody say anything about that specific item because it's embarrassment for the other side. It's embarrassment for them not educating their voters enough to say, wait until the next race. But basically, here in Sarasota, we had a 211 vote margin between McCain and Obama in the last election cycle. This race is not going to be easy, and it is going to be, we're going to have to do everything we possibly can to come together, and that's why I say, that's why the Republican Party of Sarasota, that's why we don't get involved in races. You guys support whoever you think is the best candidate for our tickets, but then after the primary, after the 31st, we all have to come together, and we have to put our heads together. We have to make the phone calls, we have to walk to the doors, and we have to come together as a party to make sure we're united behind our nominee, and we have to trust in our nominee to make the right decisions on what he wants us to do, and together we're going to make sure that Bill Nelson gets replaced and Obama's a one-term president. And with that, it's my pleasure to give Mike, and if you want the rest of the board wants to come up. What's amazing to me, we've had during my time as chairman, we've had two new clubs. Of course, the Village Walk Republicans with Frank and Roy, and now the Nova Club. And then, of course, we're going to try to, anywhere where there's an area that's not being served, we're going to continue to try to work on it. And it's a real pleasure for me to give your entire board, from the Republican Party of Florida through the Republican Party of Sarasota, the charter to make you guys an official organization of the party. So let's give these guys a big round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, Larry.
I want to get it closer.
Thanks. Great job.
Thank you, Joe. Okay.